I'm Jeff Philbin, here to make your dinner dreams come true. So long as they are very specifically about making the dish we have in offer today. And chances are someone out there has had this dream, though it is maybe a little niche. But today we're making more Filipino food as we bring you recipes by request for lumpia egg rolls and this fabulous vanilla flan. Joining me in the Dinner DeeAs kitchen is a familiar face, our friend Chef Veronica Meneses from Manila Eats in Tampa. It is so great to have you back inside the Dinner DeeAs kitchen.
Thank you.
We're honored to have you here. So I got to ask you right off the bat, how did you fare with the storms?
We're surviving. We're still recovering. And these are the times that a lot of people showed their kindness towards us and the continued support of the community.
And the continued support from the community, because this was you guys just,
Yes.
Now, what happened here? What's going on?
So the water from the bay and also from the port, they all collided. And of course, the storm surge.
So all that storm surge, so this was Hurricane Helene damage here.
Helene damage.
This was all Helene, and that just came in. And this just went through the entire front of the house, it looks like right there. Am I seeing?
Yeah, the entire store got flooded.
The entire store. So did you lose some?
We did. We lost the deep fryer, water heater, the walk-in refrigerator, and freezer. I apologize. No. It's just everything was bad.
Everything's bad.
I'm still speechless right now.
But you're back up and running.
I'm back up and running.
But you're back up and running, and that's what matters most. That is super cool. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Bringing it for that one.
Thank
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you because
Thank you.
Manila Eats is just one of so many restaurants around the area who are back in business and want everyone to know. And we'll be meeting more of them this entire week, so please stick around and watch all of them. Chef Veronica is also here by request. During her last visit, she shared a recipe for pancit bihon made with chicken, pork, veggies, and noodles, and you can still find it online at dinnerdeas.com. And it left you guys at home hungry for more. On Facebook, Chuck said, please come back to Dinner DeeAs for lumpia and flan. While on YouTube, Naughty CA said, Manila Eats is the best. Need to get her back on the show for Lumpia Shanghai Filipino egg roll. And you'll all be pleased, my friends, to know Chef Veronica is here to share how she does not just one, but both of those recipes. And we're starting with the flan first.
Yes.
All right, so we already kind of started doing a few steps inside the process here. So what have we already started working on?
So we caramelized the sugar, and we're going to transfer this caramelized sugar into these little 3 containers.
Now, this was just sugar in a pan?
Sugar in a pan.
And that was it? Just heat it up?
Heat it up and caramelize it.
All right.
So now we can actually transfer them over.
Okay. Now, is there a process? Am I doing this part right? Because I'm going to help you here.
Yeah, you can actually just pour some of them.
And you tell me when.
Yes.
Okay.
We can divide them into 3. And then what we can do is we can actually shiver this to separate them, spread them into the container.
Okay. Now, is that about the right amount? Did I do that right?
Yes, you did. And then, so we'll have it sit there and have it, make them harden.
Okay.
And now we're going to prepare the batter.
Now, this comes to the batter part of it all. So what do we need to do for this batter?
So the batter, we need 1 dozen eggs.
A dozen eggs.
3.
Okay, time out. This is like a Rocky moment right here. Like, this is like straight up like, we're training for like the fight of a lifetime here. Like, what are we doing?
So we're going to separate the egg from the egg yolk and the white.
Because we're going to have some eggs in moderation. All right, so we're going to have a dozen eggs.
Dozen eggs.
All right.
So to make it really custardy because of the egg.
All right, so what do we got to do next?
So now we can actually separate the egg, the egg yolk and the white by cracking.
Okay.
And then we can separate them.
Okay. And so you like to just kind of go back and forth and just kind of
go back and forth until you see that there's no white anymore, and then pour it on the container there.
So all that healthy bit gone, just the egg yolk, because we just really want that custard that you're talking about.
Correct.
All right, let's keep going then.
Okay.
We got a lot of eggs to crack here.
Yes. Imagine how many eggs we crack at Manila Eats.
So this has got to be a popular.
It is.
So you're out there all the time just cracking eggs. It's just
Cracking eggs.
But there's something kind of therapeutic about this too.
Yes. Actually, we can do other things on the white.
Okay, so then you're not throwing away either. So
No. So after we crack all the eggs, we're going to whisk
okay.
the egg yolks. And then we're going to add now the 1 cup of regular milk.
Regular milk. Okay.
And then keep whisking. And then a can of condensed milk.
Okay. To make this flan for yourself, you can share it with others if you wish. Grab Chef Veronica's recipe at our website, dinnerdeas.com. Or if you have your phone, you can open the camera to scan the QR code we have in the corner of the screen. Just the regular camera app works fine and makes a link to us appear once your camera recognizes that box in the corner.
And the last part is the vanilla
I love it.
to give that extra flavor. And now we're going to pour the batter into these 3 containers.
Okay.
So. That's it.
Okay, now how do we cook them then?
So now what we
next?
do is we're going to bake it.
Okay,
So the process of baking it is we're going to bake it in the baking pan
okay,
with a hot boiled water. It's almost like steaming and baking it at the same time.
okay.
We can cover the
Okay.
flan with a foil.
Okay. One here for you. I'll make a trade.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm coming right underneath here.
Yep.
Okay. And that's the last one here.
And that's the last one
Okay.
there. And now we're going to pour the boiled water into the pan.
Okay. And
And
how
now
far do you want these to go up? They just kind of just hit the bottom just a little
Just
bit?
a little, like an inch.
Okay, just about an inch worth inside
Yes.
that. Okay. Now what?
And then now we're going to bake it under 350 degrees for 50 minutes.
All right. Well, our flan finishes. We got to take a break so we can put these bad boys into the oven. But when we come back, egg rolls. But we make them Filipino. We find out why Chef Veronica customers all love Lumpia. Ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Our idea for dinner for you today is some more Filipino food by request from Chef Veronica Meneses. We were asked to get her back to share recipes for lumpia, Filipino egg rolls, and her vanilla flan. Before the break, we got the flan started by heating sugar to make caramel, pouring it into ramekins and letting that cool while we made our filling, beating eggs and adding regular milk, condensed milk, and vanilla extract. Then pouring that on top of the caramel, placing the ramekins into a baking tray, and adding hot water to fill it by about an inch, and baking them in the oven for 50 minutes. And while they're cooking, our viewers are asked us to get you back to make lumpia. Hey Chuck, hey Naughty CA, I won't ask what that one really means, Naughty CA, okay? We're gonna let that one just kind of be for now. But anyways, they're not the only ones that love your lumpia, because my friends Amora and Paula, who threw our baby shower for Shem a few months ago, this was like the hit at the table.
Thank
and
you.
like, you just kind of like keep going back in different angles to be like, okay, I'm gonna come that way. No one's gonna notice I'm taking another one. Oh, I'm gonna come from that angle. No one's gonna notice. Slowly just set up by the sauce and just kind of like keep going for it. So I've got my own tricks to it too, but you've got tricks of how to make this just right, because these aren't just for anyone. These are for everyone now. Okay. You ready to go on with this?
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so we have pork,
Pork, okay.
Onions.
Okay. And then what makes these different than from like a spring roll?
The reason why is we don't put vegetables. This is all meat.
Okay, so meat makes it lumpia. Vegetables would have it
With
be a
a
spring
spring
roll.
roll.
Okay.
So then we have pepper, salt, garlic powder,
Very nice.
carrots.
I mean, you got to have just a little bit in there. It sounds like too much, and then it really would be the spring roll at that
Yes.
point. Okay.
And celery.
Okay.
And then we all mixed it up together.
Very nice.
You can mix it up.
To make yourself some spring rolls the Filipino way, grab Chef Veronica's recipe for these lumpia at our website, dinnerdeas.com. We have it all ready for you to print, along with how to make the flan we did before the break. Just scan the QR code down there to find us. Now, is this mixed well enough? We're going to need a little bit more? Okay. That one needed to be mixed. I saw that spot. I saw that little spot. I was like, hey, it didn't come all together right there. That one needed a little bit more love.
There's some lumps, yep.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're ready to roll.
Okay. How do we do this part?
I'm giving you the old ways
The old ways. All right.
of rolling it.
Now, these wrappers,
Yes.
what makes them so unique? What's so special about using these wrappers?
Because they're sturdier
Okay.
and they really can hold the heat
Okay.
and put it together.
These hard to find? I mean,
They're available in the Asian markets.
Okay.
So
okay.
these are actually made of flour and water.
Okay, flour and water.
That's it. And then we also made a special paste, which is made of flour and water as well.
Okay, so
to
it's like the
seal.
same thing. So
Yeah,
it's just as a
to
sealant.
seal it.
Okay.
So what you do now is you're going to get a portion of the meat and just actually line it up like this.
Okay.
So once everything is lined up,
So that was like about what, two hefty
Two hefty
tablespoons,
spoons,
maybe?
yes.
I would say. Okay.
and then what you do is you're going to roll it this way.
Okay.
So in order for it to make it tighter, we have the dough cutter to seal it.
Okay. So then all you're doing is creating a little bit of pressure, almost pushing it back.
Pushing it back so there won't be any air.
Okay, so that's something that you do not want in this dish. You do not want the
You don't want the air.
What happens if you are not taking that step?
It will be lumpy
It's going to be a lumpy dish. So you don't
Yes.
want lumpy lumpia. You want really delicious lumpia.
and
See what I did there?
crunchy.
And crunchy. Yeah, that's even better than that part. Okay, all right. So
So
all right.
now what we do is we're going now to roll it, and you're going to use your paste that we made
Okay.
and just apply this paste here to seal it.
Now it's quite thin because I can see the grains of our butcher
the
block
butcher.
here. So I mean, this is a very thin material. This is
Yes,
very thin
it's
here.
very
Just
thin.
flour and water.
And there you go.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, you got it. All right, let's see
Let's
if I can
try
do it.
one.
Let's try this together. All right, all right. I still got the training wheels here. Let's see where we go with these training wheels here. So we did about two. I'd say it's about
Yes.
that right there. I'd say would be it. All right, and then you just kind of spread this out a little bit. And it's
Yes.
just a little bit more here. It'll look like yours.
It's up to you how big you want your lumpia.
Okay.
So there you go.
And now this was about what you were just
Yes.
showing? Okay.
And then you're going to roll it.
And then I roll it this way.
Yes.
And then you brought it to about here or so, just a little bit higher, I think,
Yeah,
actually.
you could.
Okay.
And then push it back.
And then
with-
push it back here. Is that good?
Yes.
That's good?
And then you're going
And then
to
just
roll.
roll it
Not yet.
Oh, I forgot the ceiling part. You know what? I roll forward, I roll back a little bit. I realized, okay, hey, this is like a California stop when you're driving. We're like, oh, I got to actually come to a full stop. Back up, the red light here. Okay. All right, and so then this is just a little bit here.
Yes.
And again, that's just that flour and water.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And now you're done.
And that was it.
Yes.
Easy. We're taking a break, but when we come back, we fry up our freshly rolled lumpia and show you how to finish up your flans with the perfect presentation ahead from Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. You asked for it. Our guest today, that is, Chef Veronica Meneses is from Tampa restaurant Manila Eats to spread the word that she and so many other local restaurants are back in business after the storms and to share recipes that you've asked for after her last appearance. And she's sharing how to make lumpia, Filipino spring rolls, which we're about to cook, and a vanilla flan, which is nearly ready in the oven. Before the break, we mixed together the filling for our lumpia, combining ground pork, onion and carrots with garlic powder, black pepper, parsley, and salt. Then roll them up and seal them up with inside those egg roll wrappers. And we started with some oil here. So now it's ready for the fun part, the frying. The frying part. So you want to help me and show me what I have to do here? Just drop them straight in.
Drop them straight in. Here you go.
Now, what type of oil do you like to cook these in?
We can use vegetable oil or
Okay.
just the regular frying oil. Because a lot of people also are allergic to peanut oil.
Okay.
It may taste better, but unfortunately, because of the allergies,
You gotta be.
we gotta make sure.
So how long should these cook for? What are we looking for?
5 minutes.
5 minutes until a nice golden brown.
Yes.
Very cool. To serve up some spring rolls the Filipino way for your dinner tonight, grab the recipe from Chef Veronica over at dinnerdeas.com. You can even watch the show over again if you missed any of it, like, say, how we made the flans that we're about to get from the oven. Oh, wait. Maybe we should go check on those flan right now.
Why not?
Why not?
Yes.
So we've had these in for about 50 minutes.
50
so these should be firm, ready to go.
Ready to go.
All right, let's pop these bad boys out. And then
Yes.
as you're pulling these out, how do you know that they're ready? What are you looking for?
The firmness of it. Usually, the magic trick that I do is shake them.
Okay.
And if they don't shake anymore,
Okay.
it's done.
Okay, so that's the technical way to do it.
Yes.
Give them a shake,
Give it a shake.
and if they don't have that jiggle back,
No,
then we're good.
then we're good. Like this one.
Okay.
So this one, it doesn't jiggle anymore.
Nothing. So it's firm.
Nothing.
Okay.
It's firm.
Well, let's see what we've got over here.
Same.
Perfect. Doesn't look like it's
Doesn't
moving
look
up.
like it's moving up.
Now, we're not going to eat these just straight out of a hot
we're
pan,
not.
right? Like that would be foolish.
Yes.
All right, so you got a cool way that we can be able to serve
The
this?
way to serve it is we're going to scrape the side.
Okay.
Hold on.
I got you right here. So just a butter knife, and all you're just doing is just going around the edges here. And just loosening it from the sides here.
And then we're going to drop it here, upside down.
Upside down here.
Yes.
Wow. And that just came right out.
Right up.
Cool. All right, now we get into that color.
Yes, you're good now.
I can start pulling these?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With our egg rolls already and our flans finished, we're gonna take one last break. When we come back, time to see how these bad boys taste. Ahead, Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. It's another festival of Filipino food today, thanks to returning guest Chef Veronica Meneses from Manila Eats. Back by request to share 2 more recipes for Lumpia, Filipino egg rolls, which just means no veggies, only pork, plus some dessert, a vanilla flan. So where do you want to start? You want to go with the Lumpia first?
Of course.
Okay, so we got to go Lumpia first. All right.
Yes. Do the honor.
It's crunchy.
Speechless.
Yeah, it really is. Because it's crunchy. Everything is enveloped in there. What are you tasting?
I'm speechless.
You're speechless. Okay. You ready to try some dessert?
Yes.
Okay.
So, of course, the flan.
That's flantastic right there. Okay, that was right there. You know, for me, it's always going to be that caramel. It just kind of like gets you back and you just want to keep going for more. I love it. Thanks again to Chef Veronica Meneses. Her Tampa restaurant Manila Eats is back open for business after being flooded in the storms. Folks, they are ready for a flood of customers. Make sure that you're one of them. Find out more about it and grab her recipes at dinnerdeas.com. I'm Jeff Philbin. See you next time with more ideas for dinner, as we call them, Dinner DeeAs.